Welcome to this tutorial on Python comments. Today we'll learn how to make our code more readable and maintainable using comments. Comments are notes that programmers leave in their code to explain what's happening. They are like sticky notes in your code that provides that Python ignores when running. So, what are the types of comments? We have single line comments and multi-line comments. So, single line comments is like let's look at this particular code. So this comment starts with a single line comment. So this is a single line comment. It begins with hash symbol and continues till the end of the statement. You can put them on their own or along with your code like this statement. Okay, now let's move on to multi-line comments. So for longer comments, we use triple quotes. Okay, here how it is. So these are especially useful for documenting functions known as docstring. Notice here, okay, notice here, single line comments and multi-line comments. Let's look at this particular code. So this comment starts with a single line comment. So this is a single line comment, begins with hash symbol and continues till the end of the statement. You can put them on their own or along with your code like this statement. Okay, now let's move on to multi-line comments. So for longer comments, we use triple quotes. Okay, here how it is. So these are especially useful for documenting functions known as docstring. Notice notice here how the docstring explains what function does and what parameter it takes and what it returns. Let's look at some real world examples. So here is a practical example using comments to explain configuration settings. Comments make it clear when each value represents and why it is set that way. So why host name, port, and a DB name, why this has been set such a way. Comments describe those details. Okay, and let's look at another example. So in this example, shows how comments can explain business logic. See here at the top and explain each set of the calculations. Okay. So now let's look at comments here. So if you type hash at this print statement and run your code, you can see age is not printed here. So the same way, if you comment out age and run your program, see your age is printed. In the same way, if you want to comment out your complete program, what you can do, you can give code, triple quote, and end with triple quote. Now, if you run your program, age and name will not be printed. Let's wrap up with some best practices which are essential to write proper comments. So, write comments that explain why you're writing a comment, not what is the comment about. Keep comments up to date. So whenever you're doing a code changes, keep your comments up to date by adding more comments along with the dates and why you are changing the code. Don't state obvious comments. Use comments to break down complex logic. Okay. So remember, good comments make your code more maintainable and help other developers, including you in future, to understand your code better. Practice writing clear, helpful comments, and your code will be more professional and easier to maintain. So that's it. I'll see you in a bit.